Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Hi there, how you guys? Welcome to another episode of Hashtag. It is your host Tiffany Noko. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Some big topics that we're going to indulge in. But before we can do that, follow me on Instagram at _Tiffany Noko. And we're gonna go ahead and roll in the rest of the game.
What's good, Facebook fam? How y'all doing? Y'all straight?
Ooh.
It's your boy Zane, the kid that did. First and foremost, make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms at Zane Tommy. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that. What's good, Chris?
I like that. Come on, the kid that did. I like that. It's your girl, Chrissy Vet. You can find me on Instagram at Shershay_La_Chris. Right there, wherever it is, right there. You can find me there. And I hope everyone is having an amazing, wonderful Wild Out Wednesday. I am. Great.
I will be. I need a drink. I need a drink, and I intend to get me one. Also, I'm feeling your makeup today.
Oh, thank you,
It's
girl.
all popping and stuff.
Oh, thank
Lip
you.
locks popping over there.
Crazy.
Okay.
Thank
It's
you.
like I'm feeling the makeup.
Thank you.
But anyway, let's roll into our very first topic, okay? And Facebook Live, while y'all are tuning in for us, introducing the topic. So we're going to talk about the surviving R. Kelly. Okay, I know everybody watched it. There was 6 episodes, an hour long on Lifetime, and we're going to jump into that and all the things that were discussed on it. So for Facebook, we're going to do a little poll today on this topic, and the question at hand is it too late? Okay, so let's get into it.
Sure.
We had a lot of women come out, survivors of R. Kelly, stating that they were in a sex cult. He had them trapped in his home. He was abusing them. Now, we all know that R. Kelly has a very shady past, right? Starting from the case of child pornography that was against him that he got off on, and then also the marriage with a singer, late singer Aaliyah, who passed away, and they were allegedly married they were married. We've seen a certificate for that. Mm-hmm. He married her at the age of 16. When she was actually, or was it 14? I think he was having sex with her at 14 and married her at 16.
It was either 15. I want to say it was 15.
It was in between,
like 15 or 16.
Yeah, in between, I think 14 or 16, because we know that he met her when she was 12 and was producing her music, yada yada, all of that good stuff, and then the marriage came later on in a relationship. Yeah. So again, very shaky stuff there, and we've all known him. Well, he's been famously known, one for his music, but also for the infamous "Peeing on Me" sex tape. So let's talk about it. What are your thoughts?
I find it very interesting. It's crazy to sit and say that R. Kelly has had these allegations. Well, some of them truth is, let's Facts are facts. He's been having this swirl around him for almost 20 years. I mean, Aaliyah died in 2001. This has happened before then. To me, it's just crazy how people are actually like standing behind this man. That bothers me. I don't understand why he has so many people on his team or whoever did. The fact that his music actually spiked
girl
recently as far as sales.
Yes.
Yes. It kind of sickens me.
That is kind of crazy when you think about it, because a lot of music platforms have dropped him off. Radio stations, platforms, they've stopped streaming him. So it is kind of nuts to see that he's had this spike and people getting a hold of his music by however they can. But I just want to say this. Okay, I want to say everybody is at fault. His whole entire team, y'all are crazy. I think that we've all known this secretly about R. Kelly, but because of his music platform, people has just chosen to ignore it. I would say some people have completely forgiven. Maybe not now, but in the past, about the child pornography case, and people just like completely forgave that. But I don't know. I just feel like his team is also at fault for this, and I think that in order to bring him down, you have to look at all the moving parts of it, because he didn't do it by himself. There were grown adults that knew that this man was having sex with underage girls, bringing them in, locking them up, not feeding them, abusing them, all of the works, and you guys all set silent to it. So you should be held accountable for it as well.
No, I definitely agree. I think if you don't say anything, I mean, it just goes like that old saying used to say back in the day, if you see something, say something. However, people didn't say anything. I think the thing for me that really bothers me is when, in fact, I was somewhere recently and I heard a lady was like, well, you got to put on them fast girls. I was like, what? They like 15. No, you can't. No, you really
The parents are at fault, though. Especially,
let me
tell
you can put it on the parents, but don't put it on the kids. I mean, because at the end of the day, regardless of how a child portrays to be so mentally mature or emotionally mature, they're not. One of my nieces is 15. She barely can clean her room. You understand what I'm telling you? Like, the cognitive ability to be mature and to be able to make those adult type decisions isn't there. So I feel like that's full of shit. And if you blame the kids and talk about how fast they are, like, my nigga, that's a whole different.
Now I will say this. Because I grew up around some fast girls, some really fast girls. They was having sex. I ain't know nothing about sex, none of the works. It was just like, what? To me, but they were just like very, I wouldn't even say mature, because they were very immature, but they thought that they were mature and enough to have sex. Now, with that being said, I have to say that there is a such thing as these girls being fast, right? And them kind of not throwing themselves or just engaging in this flirtatious activity that they shouldn't be with these grown men, right? But I say all of that to say there's no little girl that's fast enough to catch a grown man that's not already attracted to little kids. That's just point blank period. Because any grown man that's in his right mind, no matter how flirtatious a little girl is with you, you're not going to do that. You're just not going to do it. Just doesn't make, it's gross.
I just don't see there is no woman between the ages of, I don't give a damn, of 12 to 19. They are still not ready for half of the shit. Yeah, sexually you might feel like physically you out there, you ready, but emotionally to sit there and to deal with a man that age, no, I think that's full of shit. Now, back in the time when our grandparents, it was a little bit different. I think it was a matter of survival. Life was different then.
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So let's just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? True. Let's just call a spade a spade. My grandmother was like 30 years younger than my grandpa. I didn't even know till both of them died. I was like, wow. Like, because when he passed, I was like, damn, this nigga's like 80 something, and she's like 50 something. So I real talk, and I didn't know, and that's very common, but it was necessary then. And I hate when people try to compare. It was kind.
I think it was
low key was kind of necessary then.
Common.
I think it was life.
Because even if you look back in that time when people were having sex with younger girls, some of them were having sex with their own siblings and their own daughters and shit. So I don't think it was necessary. It just was common.
No, I think it was kind of because life was different then. It was more so a matter of survival and shit. Like we had to sit here and maintain the family. It was. I feel like I don't know how old y'all grandparents were, but mine were old. So I'm talking about like the 20s, like 20s and 30s. Life was different then. But I'm just saying, if you look at it now, because somebody tried to have this argument with me. I was like, well, before it was a little bit different. I'm not sitting here and justifying. I'm just saying life was different. But however, back to R. Kelly and his shenanigans, I think it's crazy that I hear black women want to blame this on the kids, and it's not the kids' fault. No, you can't put this on the kids. You can't put it on the kids. You can put it on the parents all you want to, but you can't put it on these children. I don't care. A child, you can't tell me a girl that is 19 years old can date somebody that's 40, and it's like the emotional maturity is equally matched. I totally disagree with that.
I don't think that it's matched, but you know what? Let's just leave that at that. Because my comment was a tad bit inappropriate. But I will listen. Okay. So again, going back to these, not the kids, but these adults. So that one that were I don't remember the little girl's name. Aria or something of that nature. The two parents who say that they still haven't seen their kids after their child after 3 years. Y'all have y'all fault in this too.
Now that's damn ridiculous.
It's no way, because it's no. Listen, this is after the allegations of the child pornography came out, and people quote unquote still thought that he did it, even though he got off on it. You allowed, first of all, you took your 17-year-old kid to a R. Kelly show. It's no way that I'm doing that.
Why you taking your kids to go see R. Kelly?
We're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that, okay? First of all, that was the first mistake. Then secondly, you allowed him to bring her on stage and dance with her. And then for her career, you allowed her to be around this man with your consent. You are at fault for this. Not that you're fully at fault, but you have to take, how should I say? You have to take some accountability for how things transpired with him and your daughter. Because you were fully aware of the fact that he has these allegations on him. This is very well something that he can be into, but you still allowed your daughter to be in the presence of this man. That's like dangling fucking candy in front of a baby. You just don't do it. You just don't do it.
Why y'all taking y'all damn kids to go see R. Kelly? Read to these niggas. Sorry, not to these niggas. I'm just saying. I don't know. Read a book. Teach them an instrument. I don't know. Taken to somebody can't. I just don't understand. There's so many other things.
There's other avenues.
Why would you sit? To me taking my child to an R. Kelly concert is not my go-to. It just, even thinking about it bothers me. Even just talking about this, it bothers me. I couldn't even get through the whole thing. The whole little docu-series. I was actually getting rather depressed, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. Until we stand up as a community and really say something, nothing else is going to happen. That's just facts.
Now, I will say this. I do think that he should be, how should I say? I don't want to say punished. That sounds very harsh, but I'll use punished. He should be definitely punished for the acts that he's engaged in with these young women, as far as, and not even just young, even the older ladies too, as far as like the abuse and the sexual exploitation of the entire matter. But I do feel as though this should have been brought to light a long time ago. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand, and in a sense, it has, because these things have followed him for a very long time. But as far as these women actually speaking out, I feel as though this is something that should have been happened, right? And it's really hard to say, because you can't really prepare someone to be ready to tell a story of this caliber, right? It's not like, you really just can't prepare someone for that. They have to emotionally be ready to share this type of information with the world. Although I really wish it would have been sooner, because it's much easier to convict someone of something or to say that you're wrong for doing something if you catch them in the act. at this point, it's your word against his.
But I think people have tried to bring attention to this man for a minute, not necessarily as concrete as it is now with the docuseries and everything else. But I think just even starting with the Aaliyah allegations, that happened a minute ago. It's been so many things. Stuff keeps getting dismissed. Just charges are dropped. Things are getting settled out of court. It's things that have been brought to the our attention as an audience. However, at the same time, I mean, it's up to us on what we're gonna do about it. Are we gonna sit here still support this man financially? We still gonna listen to his music? We still gonna go to his shows? We still gonna ignore him and act like this nigga ain't done shit? Are we still going to sit here and just keep letting this man get by with it? But me personally, I'm done with R. Kelly. I low-key don't even want to talk about it anymore. I just want us as a black people, as a black and brown people, to let's start protecting our kids. Let's start talking about rape culture. Let's talk about these things. Because when you start talking about the manipulation of R. Kelly, it also goes into that as well. And just how black men, I think, gosh, treat your black women better.
Nah, it's for sure crazy because nobody gave a fuck when my cousin Faith came out with all that information. Docuseries had to drop for y'all to give a fuck. That shit's sad.
But that's what I'm saying. This stuff has been out for a minute. It has been out for a while.
Well, everybody has to be held accountable in all actuality, because people have still supported him. People have still allowed him to have shows. People have still streamed his music. So in all actuality, everybody that's played a part in any of those things have to be held accountable for still allowing him to have a platform to continue to do these things, right? I mean, in order to hold somebody in a house against their will, you got to be having some type of money and stuff coming in. You know what I mean? So everybody has played a part in ignoring these signs of R. Kelly, period. Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
Every single body that has wrote a check, that has booked the venue, booked the flight, we have all played a part in it. So it's accountability on everybody as a whole. At this point, it's not who has to take fault for it, who has to take accountability. It's what you gonna do about it.
Agree. And I think that also goes with us as a culture. I think it's just a matter of, you have sons, real talk, black men, black women. If you have sons, talk to your sons. Start talking to them about no means no, and how to treat a woman. Show them, lead by example. It's so many things, and people can sit and say that doesn't play a part, but it plays a major part. And to people, in fact, I overheard some guys talking recently. They were like, "Oh, I think it's crazy. I have to ask for a girl's ID now. Like, that just it kills the whole mood." Well, nigga, I mean, what? It doesn't.
Who are you dating?
It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. It does not take long. Just ask.
I just feel like
just ask for a freaking ID.
If you have to ask for an ID, then that should let you know you shouldn't even be talking to them. Like, but
that's what I'm saying. It goes back to the situations you put yourself in, and I feel like, honestly, I don't give a damn if they are under a certain age, even if they are under, even anything with a teen to me. I don't care if you are 19. To me, I just feel like you are still not emotionally mature. Rachel, you make a really good point. What if the parents sold him to the kid? That could have happened. So, Rachel, you make a really good point with that. I mean, you definitely never know.
Let me say something. That is no different than accepting a settlement. Okay? Yeah. Same difference.
Yeah.
Same difference. Truth be told. People don't want to put it out there, but truth be told. Okay. So we will wrap that up, because I think we can go for a really long time about this topic, because there's so much to touch on. But I know we have some other things to talk about, but I think Chris has something that she would like to share.
Yeah, one thing I definitely want to talk about, since we're talking about just wellness and health, let's just talk about the wellness of your teeth. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Batiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Batiste at Elite Dental Wellness by calling 713-789-8680.
Alrighty. Also, Facebook Live. We see y'all. We appreciate y'all. Everybody tune into that poll because we do want to know what you think on the topic. We appreciate all the inputs. But since we have your attention, Facebook Live, we ask that you subscribe to our show on all major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. Share this Facebook Live post and the entire show with your family and friends. Donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thespear.tv/donate.
Yeah.
All righty. Okay.
Donate.
Now, we're going to roll into our next topic of what we have to discuss here, and I think Chris has more to touch on it than me, and that's the government shutdown. So let's talk about that for a bit.
Yeah, I think it's first of all, let's talk about Trump briefly. I think it's absurd that one of his main points on his platform was that he was going to build a wall with his own money, not government money. Now you're sitting here, have the nerve to demand federal funds to build this wall, which is fucking absurd to me. And it's crazy because this affects everybody. I mean, right now, TSA is really up for grabs. That's really important. So if y'all flying, please be careful because the way TSA is going, they really don't care. Some are there, some are not.
Most of them have called out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, which therefore makes it more susceptible for niggas to bring random shit on these planes. So if y'all are traveling, please be careful. That's a big, big thing that's going on with TSA right now.
In real life, I would not show up to work if I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, and that's
period.
Facts.
We're not doing that. What the fuck is this? Is modern day slavery?
Most government servicemen get paid by USAA.
Yeah.
Every month, the bank, so they don't have to worry about that, and it's like back pay pretty much.
Well,
but I'm saying that's just like military servicemen. Like everybody else is pretty much fucked. But you can't stop. But you can't stop working.
Right. Now it's different. Now you're right. It's definitely different.
You say that, but you're not gonna stop working. Like.
Yeah,
you're not, and most of them are like there's like something going on where they're getting some kind of compensation. Like you think there's a small majority that's not getting anything, but most of them there's something in place, especially if they're banked with some kind of federal bank. It's the truth.
They can get something, but not.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying like there's no one just getting $0, like nothing in their bank account and they're starving. But and on top of that, it's like okay, let's say you got rent with like an apartment. I'm just saying like you got rent with an apartment. They know you're like getting paid by the government. They're not gonna make you pay your rent. I'm not saying that's the case for everybody. I'm just saying like that is what's going on with a lot of government employees.
Well, to counter that, Zane. That's not and you said not for everybody, but for a majority, I think obviously here in Houston, it's a little bit different. I know me being from the DC area, I know a ton of people who are not working. They're not. Almost everybody I know works for the federal government, some shape, way, form, DLA, Department of State, Department of Energy, somewhere, and they're not getting paid at all. And they're trying, and they do, some places are open to working with people, but there are a lot of places that aren't.
Mm-hmm.
And you're absolutely right. I'm not really a counter, but like this is really not normal how long this government shutdown has been.
This is the second longest government shutdown, actually about to stroll smooth into the longest.
Yes, and he's talking about extending it, and I think I read an article somewhere that said the Trump administration didn't even know like that the effects that this is having on the United States would be this detrimental, because the last government they basically based what they thought was going to happen on the government shutdown under Obama.
Right.
But his shit wasn't even half as
nothing.
long. So that's why.
This is about to lead us into a recession though, real talk. Like if this continues further, the economy is fucked for everyone.
So also I've seen too that his administration also, they got a raise. So that's what I read. Now, I've seen that in an article that they got a raise in the midst of this government shutdown while people are not getting paid. That could be a rumor, but I did read that on an article. But also to talk about the TSA workers, I haven't heard much about them getting some type of compensation. I read one article that an airport is giving them free parking. They're not charging them for parking in the meantime that they're working, but they're not getting paid.
That's true. Like a lot of them are expected just to low-key just come to work. I have a homegirl I have 3 friends that work for TSA. They're just expected to just come to work.
I don't even fuck with TSA, so
I mean, yeah.
I feel bad for y'all, but
Yeah, it sucks.
I hate TSA.
So the other thing too that people were kind of like in an uproar about, but we have heard that this is not going to happen. So initially they said that we weren't getting issued refunds in the midst of the midst of the shutdown, and that was a really big like hoo-ha. People were very upset about it, but we will in fact be getting refunds during the shutdown. Now hopefully it doesn't extend over much more longer, but that is some income that you can't count on if you have been working throughout the year.
How long do you think it'll take for our nation to collapse?
God, it's not gonna. That's the sad part. It won't take us long to crumble.
It really won't.
At all. Like, please, like, what the? I just wish somebody just choked the shit out this nigga for a wall. We ain't had this wall this whole time. Let people get paid. All I know is I just don't want it to really start trickling down to where, I mean, it's already doing that. Yeah. We're seeing like the residual effects, but I don't want to start seeing the direct effects of this shutdown where, you know what? Ooh, due to government shutdown, now we in a recession. Now jobs is cut.
I think we should just annex Mexico, make it a state.
Damn, that's actually not a bad idea though. Low key.
There wouldn't be no more cartels. That shit would be it would be a wrap.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that crime, they ain't gonna have it though.
I mean, that still wouldn't be that bad either. The Mexican government is just so corrupt.
Yeah,
literally everybody's corrupt from the president. I mean, not the president, but from
have a lot of crime.
The federal government. Because everybody's corrupt. The officers are in everybody's pocket.
Well, that's true.
So that's why. Like y'all talking about crime, it comes down to policing. Like y'all think our cops and COs are corrupt?
No, they're very corrupt.
100 times worse.
I know.
10 times
like you, like they, like in Mexico, like my mom told me a story. Like she got pulled over and he was like, "Give me $100 and I'll let you go."
That's what happened when we got pulled over in Mexico.
Like, we
had to pay the man.
That's very common. So like you think they're really policing shit?
Yeah.
I think we should just annex Mexico, and I bet you shit would change real quick.
Well, he's not gonna be with that. So.
I know. I mean,
he's the one
who
started this whole uproar about this fucking wall.
White people don't want to annex a whole nation full of.
Well, so also people were kind of like upset about the fact that he stated that migrant workers actually affect Black and Latino people most. And people were very upset about that, and that he said that statement. So I think that that's untrue because, in all actuality, white people benefit most off of immigrant workers.
Wait, why you say that?
Well, I wouldn't say most. I don't want to say most, but they do benefit off it just as much as anybody else do.
Okay, I like that more because I was like, they literally do all the hard, like
they do the work that nobody wants to do.
Nobody wants to do, including Black people.
And for the pay that most people would not do it for.
Yeah.
Period.
That's definitely
like
true.
so many I don't want to say illegal, but I'll just continue to say immigrant. So many of them get paid shit that you couldn't even $7 in minimum wage and shit still. Like I've even heard that I've even heard of some people paying them less than that for the jobs that they do. So he's really crazy.
I don't know. I just hope this nigga they have bills to pay, and it just really sucks that this happened for those people around the holidays.
Yeah.
Like, for real. True. So, hopefully we get it together as a country, and we all will be fine and not be sitting up here scratching and surviving like good times. So
I don't need that.
Oh,
I don't think, well, nobody needs that, but let's definitely not get to that point.
No.
So.
Mm-hmm. The UK pays me. I can't relate.
Huh?
Nothing.
Well, speaking of finances, since we're sitting here talking about finances and money, maybe Trump needs to holler at these people because this might do some good for Trump. So you know what, Trump, if you listening, you need to go and give these people a call. So this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy today. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. So Trump, holla at them. Shit.
Alrighty. So as we get ready to close the show, I am going to let you know who paid the bills here because this portion of the show is sponsored by The Spear. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Spear. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thespear.tv. Alrighty, you guys. Well, very quick show for you guys today. Still a lot to touch on, but definitely go ahead and subscribe to the show. Let us know what you thought. Leave your comments. Leave your comments on the Facebook Live post. We will definitely get to them. But it is your girl, Tiffany Noco. Go ahead and again, follow me on Instagram at _Tiffany Noco. And we are going to be rolling it out.
And it's your boy Zane. Make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms right there below me at Zane Top Me.
Okay. That was quick. It's your girl, Chrissy Vet. You can find me at IG right here at Shershay_La_Chris. And that's it. So be you, do you, stay true. Wild Out Wednesday. Thank you for joining us.
Deuce.
Bye.